Nigerians, yes, let's come together and watch this video and do some analysis about the videos.
That's the reality in parts of Nigeria. The country produces highly trained nurses and doctors, but every year thousands of them leave the country, many to the UK and the US. I went to Nigeria to find out why. First, the pay in Nigeria is very low. Junior doctors earn about £200 a month. Second, the working conditions can be brutal. At government hospitals, doctors told me they don't have enough equipment or machinery to do their jobs. Sometimes the electricity stops, and they have to work through power cuts. The impact of the brain drain is catastrophic. Millions of people in Nigeria struggle to access medical care. We went to a town of 5,000 people that doesn't even have a basic clinic. There are no easy answers here. It's hard to stop people migrating. The West wants Nigeria's doctors and nurses, and they want better pay than they can get at home. But for Nigerian patients, it means the care they need is harder than ever to access. 40,000 patients to one doctor. That's the
You see, the problem we are having is this. The reason why most Nigerians don't understand what we are teaching is because we choose not to understand. We choose lies rather than truth. Nigeria is not a free country. Nigeria is a country that was colonized by force, and later on they negotiated that they have gotten independence. Nigerians, nobody will give you independence free. If you want to get yourself free from colonialism, you must fight for it. Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali are now re-strategizing their nations and shaping things that will work for them because they are fighting that colonial system. And when you fight the colonial system fight back. They use people who look like you, who are cowards, people who are dumb. They use them, either in the name of religion or whatever name, they use them to still penetrate you back. The reason you see Nigeria today, doctors in Nigeria are not even making money that will make 1 hour here, is because the system have made things to be like that. The reason why you see Nigeria doesn't have electricity is because somebody don't just sit in England and choose you not to have electricity. Because electricity is not something that is difficult. Electricity is something that you can actually generate from everything around you. But it is a system. This system was created and shaped by our enemies, England, because they know that your downfall is their growth. So you have to understand that everything today in Nigeria have been manipulated. Most people who follow religion doesn't even know that religion is a tool that they use to make sure that you remain stuck one place. If you go to the northern part of Nigeria, those ones, they have made them not to even think. Because it makes no sense that the books that we use in Nigeria today, religious books, Quran and Bible, you actually need to cease being a Christian to understand Bible. You actually need to cease to be a Muslim to understand Quran. If you are a Christian, you will never understand Bible. If you are a Muslim, you will never understand Quran, because you read them with emotions. You read them with faith. And whenever you do something with faith, you are out of reality. If you want to read Quran or Bible, you need to come into reality to read these books and ask yourself, does they even make sense? To show you that they have used your brain to make sure that nothing makes sense anymore. That is why you cannot read with your brain. You read with emotions and you read with faith. That is the reason why somebody will come to tell you that if you do good, you will have virgins in heaven. And when they tell you this, you don't even need to think. You don't want to think. Will I have my body in heaven? You don't need to think that, because already you are a tool that is being used. One of the reasons why even intellectuals will defend Islam today in the North is because Islam is a lie that have been told to us many years ago. And we choose to continue the lie rather than, even some people even fight for the lie to stay there, rather than choose to ask questions. I have been asking one question for 4 years now. What is the importance of Islam in mankind? I haven't received even one answer since then till now. So it makes no sense that we are keeping things that are useless to mankind, because of emotions, because of faith, because of religion, because of whatever belief and whatever. It's high time that Africa must embrace reality if we really want to move forward. Most Africans today don't even understand that the reason our youths are fleeing from Africa is design. This is a design that some people who think that they are smart design. I said that they think that they are smart is because when you make Africa uninhabitable, not good for people to live in, Africans will come to you. And when they will come to you, they will populate. And when they will populate, your own will disappear, their own will be there. So it doesn't pace in either way, it doesn't make any sense. So it is rather better for you to reduce the suffering you are putting into Africa so that Africans can live in Africa, build Africa, work for Africa. But if you keep on trying to show that you own them or trying to make them your slaves, they will colonize you. The way Africans are going to colonize you, they will colonize you with their offspring. They will plant their offspring everywhere, and you cannot control that. So what we are begging people is this: understand the cause of your problem. Most of our people from Africa don't even want to do research about their country, how it came about. Most of the countries we have today in Africa was created by your enemy. You can do research. Doing research is not a crime. You can do research. It is sad that I was on my podcast and many people I was asking questions on how Nigeria came about, they don't know. They just want to be Nigerians and don't know how Nigeria came about. Nigeria was a creation that somebody created and sold it to him. The story of Nigeria makes no sense. And the reason why Nigeria have not worked for 66 or 65 years today is because the taproot of Nigeria was built upon lie. You cannot expect something that was built upon lie to make sense to you. It is not making any sense. If you are expecting Nigeria to work, it means that you don't understand how things work. Nigeria can never work. The reason why Nigeria cannot work is because your enemy created it for you. He built it for you for himself. Nigeria is actually a business for somebody's business. And when you interfere in somebody's business, trying to make somebody's business work for you, it means you are delusional. You are just dreaming. It makes no sense. So, okay, now you can listen. This is the alarm that wakes me up every day. This shows that, let me off it first. This shows that I'm a slave. The reason I'm a slave is because if this alarm rings, I have to wake up. I'm not waking up willingly. I'm waking up because somebody have shaped my future for me. You see, I have to wake up, get ready, go and answer my boss. If I don't go and answer my boss, first thing, maybe they will fire me, or if they don't fire me, maybe I will lose my salary for that day. And we all know that salary is the opium that makes us think that we are going forward, but we are standing at a spot. So if you think that you are not a slave living abroad, just rethink. All of us, anybody that left his country is a slave abroad. You are a slave because you cannot dictate, you cannot control your future. So what I'm telling Africans is this: please, ask questions, do research. No, I am not telling you to do anything. Just ask questions and do research. Do research about your countries. Know how your countries came about. Know why your country is not working. Know why you have mineral resources and they are useless to you. Know why you have terrorism in your country while you don't build weapons. Know who is bringing this weapon in. Know everything. You are obligated to ask these questions because you are a human being. And if they tell you about religious and heaven and all this bullshit, ask questions. Why are they telling you putting a God in front of you that doesn't exist? Why are they telling you to pray? You are praying and you have become worst every day. We need to start thinking. This God they are putting in front of you doesn't exist. That kind of God is nowhere to be found. Africans, wake up and use your mind. You are the number one creation on earth. Use your wisdom. Thank you.